Coming home, coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and he's forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home, coming home. Tell the world I'm coming.
Denise Powell Show. Free to flow, y'all. Let's go. Sing it.
Ready to make a new start. What lies ahead is much better.
Yeah.
Walking away from it all. Breaking the chains, moving forward.
Yeah.
I can see clearly now, the way is clear. I'm not afraid, I know that you are near. Hey, no matter the trial, no matter the struggle, I'm on my way, can't nobody stop me. Hey, lead the way, I will follow, I'm not worried about tomorrow. Take me to the next level. Someone check my rear view mirror, put the pedal to the metal, destiny in sight. Got my mind made up, no turning back, smile on my face, cause I'm coming home.
I'm coming home to you. Let the world know that it's true.
Coming home.
Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday.
Yesterday.
My kingdom awaits, and he's forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home to you. I'm coming home.
Step by step, inch by inch, run this race, seek your face. There's no way I will stray. Home is what I'm destined for. Mistakes made, mercy gave, path now paved, your blood paid for all my wrongs and mess ups. Stand by me, never gave up. Take my hand, lead the way, not worry about tomorrow, no today. Even when I strayed, you forgave, saved my soul and rescued me. And because of your love, I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Let the world know that it's true.
I am
Let the rain wash away
home.
all the pain of yesterday. My kingdom awaits, and he's forgiven my mistakes.
You know they say the top don't feel good unless you've been on the bottom. They say it rains the worst just before the end of the storm, but I endure to the day I see them list the wrongs. But I'm just glad there's someone down to see me through it all. I'm tearing in the rain, but can you tell the difference? I know you see my pain, but would you dare to listen? Cause what I have to say, I always fall on dry ground, so I'll be my own audience. I'm alive now, my light ain't died out, it just dimmed a little. So I shine while I'm coming out the ash and brittle, and let my scars tell the stories of my drive back. Yeah, my light can hurt, but it's worse if I die in the black. Cause I got too much blues for me to just cruise. They calling me a loner, but they seeing too. I'm on my way home, feeling like I never left, taking quick sudden breaths. I passed the test.
Don't let more of alone now. Said I'm on my way home now. Don't let more of alone now. Said I'm on my way home now. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah. I'm coming
home to you. Let the world know that it's true. Let the rain wash away all the
going on, y'all? It is your man D Toll. You are tuned into Shop Talk, everyone's favorite show, right here on everyone's favorite network. You know what it is, Chiree. It is freedomradio.com. And do I have a show for you today? Of course I do. But before we do anything, do me a favor. Get on the phone, call, text, tweet, Facebook, MySpace, Instagram, Social Cam, Periscope, Marco Polo, Thread, Spill, whomsoever it might be, whatever it is that you do. But tell your mama them, Ray, Shay, Day, Delicious them, Nut them, Pojo them, let them all know that we are live right now on the Freedom Radio family of networks. We're streaming live on Facebook as well as we're streaming on YouTube. And you may hear some things in the background. That's because today I'm streaming live from Lay's Kitchen. That's right. I'm streaming live from Lay's Kitchen, where I have one of my daughters. She's in the middle of working on her culinary skills. And so she is working on breakfast for today. And so if you hear some snap, crackle, and pop, don't worry. It's not Rice Krispies. We're actually working on some things to make things happen. And we're going to do all that we can to keep things going. Now, if you did not know, my name is Demetrius Tollfree. How do you know? Because it literally says so right there. And you know, you can always hit me up, everything social media at DTollfree, at DTOLEFREE. That's on Facebook. That is on Instagram. That's on Twitter, X, if you still use it, as well as if you just want to test. I know people started to get used to this whole digital currency thing. Listen, I am your guy. If you need somebody to test with, you want to send somebody $1,000, let me know. Hit me up on Thread. You can either hit me up on Cash App, $, or you can hit me up on Venmo at DTollfree. Nonetheless, you can send it to me. And if you need me to send it back, yes, of course, I'll send it back to you in $100 increments as the day goes by. We want to give an early morning shout out to my homie who I have not seen in a while, Celeste Ford, in the virtual building. Girl, what is going on? Glad to have you hanging out with us. All right, y'all, without further delay, because we've got so much to cover, let's get ready now to start bringing up our co-hosts. Let's reach out first to the city of Hercules. Get off the exit, make a couple of rights, go up the street, go to the cul-de-sac on the left, knock on the door, and you'll run into my guy who is hanging out with us. He is Ashland's bestie, but he's here with us today, and we are so ever grateful. My guy, Ja'Cory Prothro, in the building. Ja'Cory, man, what is going on?
Good morning. I'm ready to talk. What are we talking about today?
We got a lot to discuss, man. It's going to be a great day. I'm glad to have you hanging out with us. I see you doing your thing, your thug thizzle, as we say out here in East Oakland. But we are glad to have you hanging out.
For sure. Oh, you know what? It actually was a really good week last week. I got to do background vocals for Patty Austin tribute at San Francisco Jazz with Lettuce C, PJ Morton, and a lady from American Idol named Jelly Joseph. It went down this weekend.
Okay, hey, man. Well, you know, you always in with high and heavy timber of people, man. But it's all upbeat kind of.
Yeah, I felt that. Come on.
Yes, sir. What's going on to Dr. Maggie Winter is in the building today, and then she says, "How do we qualify for the money? What money? Which money are you talking about today, Dr. Winter?" She's talking about when I was talking about the Venmo and the Cash App. Okay, I got it. She's hilarious. Anyway, shout out to Pastor Bill Carter, who is in the building from Sacramento. I will be in his church in just a couple of weeks. He invited me to come to be a part of his church's 5th anniversary, and we are looking forward to being there on Sunday. I believe that is the 25th of May. We'll be in Sacramento at his church at 3:00, and we look forward to it. A shout out to my homie, my neighbor from down the street around the corner, Gay Harris, in the building, and she says, Lay's Kitchen. She says that she's nervous. You know what? It's all to the good. We are glad to have you hanging out with us as well. And Celeste is remarking about your hair today. It's all good. You know, today is one of them days. My eyes is cutting up. It's time for me to go look to see if I need glasses. But when I'm on my phone too much in the morning, as the day goes by, my eyes start to get a little blurry, and then as the day keeps going, then They'll open up some more. So this is proof that I'm looking for things to talk about, but I'm not going to worry about it. I tell you what we are going to do. We're going to reach out to the city of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Let's go.
Get ready to bring up our next co-host, my homie, singer extraordinaire, graphic designer extraordinaire, always doing something to help push people forward. And let's get ready to bring her up without further ado. My homie, you know, she's the most exciting, this is our inside joke, most exciting Freedom Radio host that we have, but she is here with us nonetheless. Let's bring her up. My homie, Yolanda Wild Praise Morant. Yolanda, girl, what is going on?
What's up? I've got some big news today. I'm good. What's up? How y'all doing?
All is well. We are glad to have you in the building. I see you low profile today with your little hat. Mad at you?
Yeah, that's because I need to get my hair done. Hallelujah. But I'm trying not to be loud on your show. You know what I'm saying? I respect your space.
Yeah, shy, because she got a reason to shabak him. Come on.
Y'all think I'm not excited. That's not true. It's just that a lot of times when I come on the show, but like when you catch me, I'm in the middle of work, so I come out of work and I come here. So sometimes I'll be tapped out. You know, I'll be watching Disney or something, and I'll be tapped out. So I'm very excited.
Well, I tell you what, if you're excited, I know why you're excited, but we'll get to that in just a few.
Yes, I'm excited.
We're going to stick with our format, and we will get to her excitement. I know why, but we will talk about that in just a few moments. Let's do this. Why don't we get going with today's National Day? I only have one. I tried to condense everything so we can be able to have as much time with our subjects as possible. So today, National Day, I only have one. Today is National. Now, I mentioned y'all, I'm in Lay's kitchen today. I don't know if she knows how to do this, but today is National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. National Buttermilk Biscuit Day. Not
Pillsbury does.
Hey, I'm not mad at you. It's something we can eat, kind of. I felt something. Listen, Lay, you know how to make biscuits? You do? We have any for you to make?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Tell her not the kind you pop open. Not the kind.
Well, that's the kind I know about. Yeah, you hit the thing, pop, boop, and you take the tin and put them in. You put a little butter on them. Yeah, that's the kind I know about. But you know how to make them from scratch, Lay? She said I could.
You say you too.
Yeah, well, today is National Buttermilk Biscuits Day. So those of you who enjoy buttermilk biscuits or know how to make them, today should be your day to make things happen with that. And I'm laughing at Gay. Gay is in here. She says, no, she does not. So I'm not mad at it. And then Dr. Winter says, does grocery stores still sell buttermilk? I don't know, because I'm not a buttermilk.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
But yeah, okay. Well, nonetheless, that is our one national day. So if you want to do something, go out and make you some buttermilk biscuits today. Now, let's move on. And let's talk about today's birthdays. I have only four. And today, many of you have, if you watch me on Facebook, if you downloaded Instagram, then you know this name, Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, who is the great innovative mind behind Facebook. He is the one who made that happen. Movies out about him and all kinds of things. Today's his birthday. He actually turns 40 today. He's a young 40 today. I'm just leave that there. But today is his birthday, so happy birthday to him. Many of you may know the great film director George Lucas. He was behind many, many great movies that are out there. George Lucas, today is his 80th birthday. His 80th birthday. So happy birthday to him. Also, you may not know his name as Woody McClain. This is his name. But you do know that he played Bobby Brown in the BET series about New Edition and all those type of things. This is the young man that played Bobby Brown. And he also plays on Power. Those of you
So you can't say what a person thinks when they're gonna break it.
Huh? All right. So on today's news, what happened? I don't know what's going on. Well, I think we still here. Hallelujah. So on today's news, let's see. Who told us? You there? You stop. Oh, you back?
The devil thought he had me, but I'm here, y'all. All right. Last but not least, with my birthdays, today is Shanice. Shanice.
I love your smile.
Oh, today's her
Yeah. I see y'all know her music. Okay. I had a picture of me and her that we took at somebody's birthday party. I should have had to put on the screen. But anyway, happy birthday to her. She turns 51 today. 51. She turns. Yeah. We people, they starting to get up there, but she still looks amazing. Anyway, let me do what I normally do. I know everybody's like, "Hey, what happened?" The devil tried to get in here, and the devil, he'll try to catch you any way he can. I'm here though. Don't y'all worry about it. Listen, let me just tell all of you: if you're having a birthday this week or this month, this during this season, take you some time. Go ahead and take you a moment to celebrate you. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can celebrate you better than you. So you should take some time. Take a moment. Take a weekend and go and celebrate you because you deserve it. Listen, from all of us here at Freedom Radio, we want to tell you from our heart to yours, happy birthday. All right, y'all, let's get back into the show. Let me try to catch up with these comments. And Maggie Winter says that OICC met George Lucas through Bishop Logan back in the day. Okay, I see. I hear you. I'm with you on that. That's good stuff. To know that, I didn't know that. I knew you was important, Maggie, but I didn't know you was ultra important. So we are hanging out with us. We are the better because of it. All right, y'all. Let's get ready to keep things going. Let's get into this whole excitement thing of Yolanda. I know why she's excited. Let me just say this. Stellar Awards this morning announced all of their official nominees. And from what I saw,
some new stuff.
There's a lot of great nominees and a lot of great categories. I think, I could be wrong, but I think Yolanda has all of this great excitement in the air because in the traditional choir of the year category is none other than Kevin Lemons and Higher Calling. They have been nominated for a stellar. I saw it this morning, and I could not believe. Well, I could believe because they are worthy of that. But I was just grateful to be able to see that. So Yolanda, is that why you're so excited this morning?
Absolutely, why I'm so excited, honey. You know how first of all, I'm very honored. Let me say that because I'm really seriously not honored. Trying not to cry today. I am very, very honored to be a part of the legacy of Kevin Lemons and Higher Calling. Very, 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 very much so. Anybody that knows me, I'm a very, very loud and proud lemon head. Okay. So yes, I sing them on all that. I appreciate those parts too. But I'm a very loud and proud lemon head. So first, loud shout out to the amazing, beautiful, and illustrious, we call her the fragrance, Super Church, Tiana Lemons, man. I just love this lady. And we are a big army behind her. And I love, this has not been an easy road for her, easy road for us, but we pushing through. So I always get the question, y'all still singing? Absolutely, we are. And so I'm just excited. This is a really big honor. And also, you don't do this alone. So all of the band, all of the people, just everything, all the fans, you do not make it without people buying your music, sharing your music. So thank you so much. But also to the other artists, Vincent Bohanna, Ricky Dillard, Mr. Zach Williams, that's my guy. I mean, this is amazing, but it's cool too to see that there are artists that actually been doing what they've been doing for a long time. And they just get the recognition. And listen, it don't matter. My personal opinion, it don't really matter who wins. It's just cool that people get to be honored for their work.
Absolutely.
We do it unto God. If this is R&B, then maybe you do it unto Stars and Rocks.
Yeah.
That's not true. There's a lot of R&B kids that love Jesus. But I'm just saying, we do it unto God. We give people Jesus. And so what's cool is that we just get to all be there together. So if Mr. Zach wins, we're going to be loud and proud too, right? If Vincent wins, we're going to be loud and proud. If Mr. Dillard wins, we're going to be loud and proud. We just going to celebrate everybody. So listen, be there. Put your dress on, baby, and put some shapewear on and then pack it together. Please, it's getting ready, huh?
It's gonna be hot too, so
please,
it's gonna be hot.
I'm never excited. Listen, I'm so excited.
So does that change now? Now, originally we were talking about Stellar
Oh
Weekend.
yeah, oh yeah.
And you was originally thinking like
Right.
you might not have been coming, or you might have been going to GMWA, or I don't know why they do it the same week. But so now I assume, Yolanda, this changes your location in July. Is that what you're
Absolutely.
saying?
I wasn't, and this is just to be honest. I said the choir. I had some conversations of just life and wisdom, and maybe it doesn't make sense to go if you're not going to do something. Just being honest and being wise. I said, well, it's okay. I've been several years. It's okay. I'll be on. And then I said to myself, if we're not nominated, just be honest. I said, man, I just won't go, right? Because I'm not going. I mean, how can I say this? She'll be standing there saying, "And Jesus did that." I want to support our leading lady, right, in the choir. But I woke up with the news. I'm going, baby. We talked to the stylist this morning.
I'm not mad
We're
at
going.
you. So if my memory serves me correctly, Stellars is obviously in Las Vegas, Nevada. July 20th?
July 20th.
What is that date?
Yeah, that's correct. July 20th.
July 20th. Okay, well, cool.
Pre-show the 19th, and I know it's a lot of stuff starting on that actual Wednesday. So it'll be a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday situation.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll definitely keep you abreast of it. Actually, we're going to continue that conversation in just a second, but I want to give a shout out to some people hanging out with us. First and foremost, my son, DJ Tollfree, is in the building. What's up, DJ? Young D Jizzle. He is in the virtual building. Shout out to Bishop Leonard Dew, also in the building today. I mentioned Celeste Ford, but I'll mention her again. Tracy J. Wilson, also in the virtual building. Sidria Clark out in Stockton of California is also now in the virtual building, and so many more. And I agree with you, Yolanda. It's great to be nominated. It's great for you to be mentioned amongst your peers. And I think this is going to be great. Whether you all win or not, I think it's absolutely amazing to be mentioned in that category of there's only 4 nominees, and there's so many great choirs around the country. And for your choir to be mentioned among the top 4 to be nominated, I think that is absolutely amazing. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for the whole Lemonhead family. And I see people tagging Lady Lemons. We hope that she'll get a chance to join us in the comments. If she does, that'll be great. But listen, I am just grateful. It wasn't long ago, Yolanda, you was there with us. It wasn't long ago when Freedom Radio was sharing the same type of excitement when we were in Nashville, when we were nominated for Internet Radio Station of the Year. We didn't win, but I still have the plaque for us being nominated. And what a great honor it was to be in that on that stage, have our name called. So we're grateful, we're thankful, and we look forward to bringing you to speed on everything that's going to be taking place in the Stellar Awards weekend. I'm still up in the air. I'm gonna be
Wait, Dito. Also, we still got Bay Area in there. Lena Bird Miles is up for Contemporary Female Artist of the Year. I'm just happy. Let me just say this, to see new faces.
Yeah.
I was thinking the other day, I was in the car and I was just like, we all want success, we all want favor, and we all want to be awarded. We all want to be talked about in good ways. But sometimes it looks like the only people that get to the top is a very few. But I just come to declare that there is room at the top for you. Because I was just like, we always see certain people like a Kirk Franklin and a Erica Campbell, but there is, just because they're there and they kind of stay there, they're working to stay there. But there is a crack set for other people to be at the top. So I'm seeing other people like Javante, I believe his name is Peyton. He did it on his own. He's up for a nomination. You got Marette Brown Clark, you got Lucinda Moore. So you got people that's been in the game a long time, but their lights are starting to shine real bright. So I'm really excited.
That is exciting. And of course, definitely want to shout out the Bay Area's own Lena Bird Miles, an incredible artist, an incredible gift to the body of Christ, one that we can claim to be one of us, that we can, reach out to and touch and grab onto and love on, of course, as well. And so certainly we are thankful, and hopefully she wins her category. It's well deserving. The Bay Area, in many instances, sometimes, in my opinion, seem to be forgotten for whatever reason. I don't want to open up that can of worms of why we could potentially be forgotten, but I think, as I've said a million times, there's a sound that comes from the Bay Area that can't be imitated, can't be duplicated, can't be replicated. It's our sound. And I think it's time for the world to be able to hear, know, and experience what we've been seeing and hearing for so many years. And so, again, shout out to Lena Bird Miles. Again, shout out to Kevin Lemons and Higher Calling, and so many more. All right, y'all, we are going to keep things going. Now, before we do that, you wanted me, Corey, to mention Robin Hodge Williams. What happened with Robin? I know she was with you, wasn't she?
Well, you know, she's one of my favorites, and I just want to say she is the person that opened up the doors for me to do the spectacular singing for the tribute this past weekend. And you don't find artists like that are extending their hand to pull people up. And she's got new music on the way and a whole bunch of good stuff. So I just want to shout her out because she's actually listening right now.
Awesome, man. Listen, Robin Hodge Williams has been a mainstay of great gospel music for so many years. Incredible vocalist, incredible songwriter, organist, pianist. She even teaches music to people trying to learn. And she has been nice and kind to me as long as I have been living. And so we definitely want to be able to shout her out. She's an amazing woman of God. She's my neighbor, lives down the street around the corner. And she don't live far from me. I could throw a rock and probably hit her house. But we're grateful to be able to mention her as well. All right, yo, I see more people starting to come in. I think that is great. Thank you all for chiming in. I see you, Maggie, that she mentioned that Robin is in the house. Awesome. I think it's great. Robin, we shouting you out, girl. Glad to have you hanging out with us. All right, y'all, let's get ready to keep things going. Now, we got a couple ways that we can go. And I see you, Robin. Thank you for chiming in. What's up, girl? We got to get together and make some things happen. Anything. Bobby can cook for us, whatever it's going to take.
Yes.
Have Bobby cook something for us. Whenever you're in town. I know you're a world traveler now, but whenever you're in town, it's all good. Shout out to the homie Linda Clark out in the ATL in the virtual building as well. What is going on? And I see you, Robin. She's mentioned that a new single is coming. When that new single comes, I know that we're going to be debuting it right here on Freedom Radio. Make sure that we are getting the exclusive to make that happen, because we are family like a giant tree. All right. Anyway, Alicia Dace in the building. What's going on, Alicia? My bro, Deshaun Little in the virtual building. What's up? Speaking of Deshaun, you know what, Deshaun, you came in at a good time because you made me remember something. Mark your calendars for Monday, July the 1st, where we will be having a great musical that commemorates the incredible artist Lola Holloman. That is her birthday. July 1st is her birthday, and we are doing an incredible musical at Love Center Ministries on that Monday. Normally I would have a flyer, but Deshaun sent it to me. I'll make sure we get it up. But mark your calendars, an incredible lineup. Since I talked to Deshaun last, he added some other great MCs. Initially, I was the MC, but now I'm just a co-host. It's myself. It's Prophet Terrell Turner and the incredible Renee Winston. The three of us together will be hosting this event. And again, the lineup of artists is incredible, of great people. I don't want to start calling people because I don't want to miss somebody, but mark your calendars for Monday, July the 1st, Oakland, California, United States of America, Love Center Ministries. All right, y'all, we're going to get ready to keep things going. And as we do that, I just want to remind you of a couple of things. One is that I am still hanging out in Lay's kitchen. I'm looking at, did you make me some, or is just you and yourself?
Can we get a plate? Can we see a plate?
Just hand it to me. I'm in Lay. Gay, I don't know if you're still here, but I am in Lay's kitchen, and she's putting it down today. We've got some pancakes, we've got some sausage, we've got some bacon. We're making things happen. What kind of pancakes are these? Whole wheat, or what is this? What? And her sister now has joined her too. But we're working on our culinary skills. So I am hanging out. Thank you, Lay. In Lay's kitchen. No plate with my name on it, but it's okay. I'll just drink water. That's all I need. Anyway, y'all, we're going to keep things going and make things happen. Listen, this past Sunday was Mother's Day. And first of all, let me just stop and say Happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers that are still hanging out. I know it was a couple of days ago, but listen, we need to take time to celebrate our mothers more than just the second Sunday of May. Our mothers do so much day in, day out to make sure our kids get what they need, whether it's help with homework, whether it's clothes on their back, whether it's money to get lunch at school, no matter what it might be. If it's even going to the school to deal with the school bully, listen, mothers go over and beyond the call of duty. And I want to stop today just to commemorate and say, again, happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers. My mother has passed about 30 years ago. But listen, let me tell you something. My mother was no joke. And who I am today in terms of not taking no mess and speaking my mind and not letting nobody take advantage of me. Listen, I am who I am today because my mother did not play, and she instilled those great qualities into me, and I am grateful. But I mentioned Mother's Day. Not only Mother's Day, but around the country, it was a day for Mother's Day concerts. Mother's Day concerts there around the country. You could see people chiming in. I'm going to this concert. I'm going to that concert. And in one particular city, now y'all gonna have to help me a little bit on cities and stuff like that. I do know for a fact on the East Coast there was a particular concert that was happening. And shout out to Cuteness Owens in the building, and shout out to Mary Williams. My mother was hilarious. You're right. Shout out to my guy Reggie Murray. Reg, what's up, bro? Glad to have you hanging out with us and so many more. Listen, in a particular city on the East Coast, y'all, and Yolanda, you may be more well versed in this than I am in terms of cities and locations and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
In a particular city over the weekend, Tasha Cobbs Leonard was scheduled to appear at a particular concert. And I wish I had the video, but the videos about this were all taken down. But there was a particular concert that was happening. Shout out to India Little. What's up, India? Welcome to today's show. And we had people that went to a particular concert. It was scheduled to be Tasha Cobbs Leonard. From what I understand, she had a 5-hour drive to get to the venue. The event started at 4.
Okay.
From what I saw from her video on Sunday, she got there around 8:20. It was 8:28 when the video was going, and the venue was completely empty because the promoter of the event sent everyone home. So
where's that video?
But there's a lot to talk about, but there's a lot that we really don't know. But here's what I know. Here's what we can confirm from the video is that she got there at 8:28. Concert started at 4.
That's too late.
She had a 5-hour drive to get to the location. I know she pastors a church. So I don't know. I don't remember what city she pastors in. I don't remember exactly what city the concert was in. But there was 5 hours drive to get from where she was to the event of the concert. Now, y'all help me out on this because I don't know. I don't think she got the rest of her payment. I'm sure she got the deposit, but I don't know if she got the rest of her payment because she didn't perform. But there were a lot of people who went expecting, to hear her. She was the headliner. And I see you, Mary. Mary says that she was late. She was supposed to come on at 7:05. All right. Well, this story is unfolding as we talk about it. But I want you guys to help me chime in on this because this one is one of those that I'm like, well, I know there's two sides to every story. And I only have one side, but let's come in and let's see what we get. So, Yolanda, this is kind of up your alley because you are. I know you are an artist and a aspiring artist and all this. And I know you're going to tell me at some point that it's above your pay grade. I like that line. So I want you to be able to chime in and give us
just a little bit.
Okay, so I want to read something because I did find a video, right? Because just the FYI, for people, when you post something, if you don't take it down fast enough,
it's recorded.
Yeah, it's recorded, and they're all okay. You can pull me back to images. There are several apps and devices that will allow someone to record what you posted.
True.
Right? They can, if they're a little bit more techy, they can actually just record it from their phone.
True.
Especially if it's on Instagram or YouTube. Sometimes, I mean, Instagram or Facebook. Sometimes, like if you're trying to record something from your TV, it might go black because it's not going to let you. You know, it's catching it. But Facebook and Instagram and Facebook, you're going to be out of luck. So, in your moments of frustration, I'm just being very sensitive. I don't know her. This is me first say. All my thoughts and ideas have nothing to do with Freedom Radio. I'm not bashing anybody, calling anybody out because I don't know the in-betweens. I don't know the promoter and I don't know her personally. But I am saying in your moment of frustration, you have to understand that someone will not care that you're frustrated. And people blog and they do a lot of things to get attention and monetize and stuff like that. So they may record your video and repost it. Therefore, it's going to still be up somewhere. The young man that posted it, I'm going to say his name wrong. Jacory may have to help. I think I always want to say it's Aldrin, but I don't think that's the correct pronunciation. Aldrin. Okay, Aldrin did post it, but he's a really great guy and he took it down for whatever reason. But it is somewhere. Okay, so I want to read this. Someone commented, I'm very confused. As in attendance, we were hurt that we didn't get to see you. The show started at 4. Arriving at 8:28 is too late. The show was even delayed due to technical difficulties at the top. We waited for 45 minutes for you to come. I'm curious to what happened. And she actually, this is something she actually responded to. I didn't see this till just now. She said the concert started at 4. I was not scheduled to sing at 4. I was the closing act of 5 acts who were 50-minute shows. The promoter was informed of my delayed arrival and agreed that I should continue to drive the 5-hour drive.
Read.
The agreement was that I would be paid for the overage fee in order to extend the venue 1 hour. The length of the show. Because that's how much I value my followers. These are the facts. Everything else is stated in the stipulation and speculation and imagination.
The facts.
The act before me ended only minutes before my arrival, which is typical for shows like this. They dismissed the crowd knowing I was 20 minutes away after telling me to continue to go.
I
don't know if I should.
You don't want me to respond.
Yeah, no, I want you to respond.
Okay.
Because first of all, is it a show or is this worship? What I'm confused.
Okay, so this is my other thought for the court. Again, I want to say this from most time I play the devil's advocate. I just want to give a word of wisdom, not to Tasha, because again she might be above my pay grade, and so what do I look like giving words of wisdom to her? I mean, I'm not saying that you can't accept it, but you get what I'm saying. Let me say this: when you're highly frustrated, that is not the moment to post. You need to wait until you calm down so that you can clear your thoughts. And if you're blessed to have a team, then you all can come together. And since we're in the age of social media, we're in the age of high technology. Thank you, Holy Ghost. So you can respond in wisdom. Because if you respond out of anger, you're going to say something you're not going to be able to take back.
True.
If you don't have a team, but you have a village, if you have your mama, if you have a Jacory, if you have a Demetrius, call your people and say, this just happened. I don't know what to do. Cuss, rant, and rave, go off, throw dishes, do all of that before you go online and say what happened in X, Y, and Z part. Because the problem is there were people in the venue. There was the host that was a part of the venue that said, yes, we love her, but she was X, Y, and Z late. And so when you're turning the camera around, again, no shade, ma'am, no shade. You're turning the camera around, the building is empty.
Totally.
It just takes longer to empty a building. So in wisdom, when these things happen, because things do happen, do not respond immediately. Get your head together. Do not go off online about what a promoter did. Get your head together and wait. That's my.
I love it. And before I give it to you, Ja'Cory, I know you're on limited time, but let me just say what my friend Gloria Forbes Walters says. She says, from an artist management standpoint, planning is critical, especially if the gig is a paid one. I love that thought. And my homie Tanya Fitzgerald, what's up? Tanya says, Yolanda, you're offering common sense, not words of wisdom. Makes no difference who you are. I love these things. And you're right, Yolanda. This what you're saying shouldn't even we shouldn't even have to have this conversation. It should be common sense. But as we grow older, we realize, my mama said this all the time. She said, common sense isn't always common because everybody don't think the same. So what might make sense for me, you, and you probably does not make any sense for another person. So I think I love the way you're expressing this. So Ja'Cory, I know you're on borrowed time, so tell me what you're thinking about this, bro.
Well, common sense is sound check also. But anyways, I was just going to ask, and no shade. I don't. Is she related to Anita Baker? I'm just being funny because I know they both having some issues with these concerts because she canceled hers 15 minutes before it's about to start in Atlanta too. So I'm hoping that hers was actually something severe health-wise. So let's keep Anita in prayer. But I'm a little confused because my thing is, if you were to call me as an artist to a concert, that's an act of worship. And I feel as though we've gotten to a place with our artistry and our artists that we're paying them these top-notch dollars to come for 15 minutes and they don't even sit in the service. I have a problem with that. If I have you, if I have Vicki Winans, and I have whoever that I like, Kiara Shear, I want you to come and be a part of the entire concert setting, the whole service, not just come in and sing your little 2 cents and then you out. So I think we got to also, as just as a team that's going to do a production, think these things all the way out and put in the contract, hey, if I'm paying you to come, I want you to be in the service. Because my thing is, at the end of the day, don't you want to know where the service is going? It's not just about your song when you're singing at a concert. It's about a move of God. But if it's a concert, I guess I just need to know up front. Are we worshiping? Or are we just singing songs?
Because how can I flow if I don't know what happened? Right? This is not R&B, and it's not no shade to my R&B kids because I love them too. But I don't know if I have to know what Jodeci did before I get up here. But I do need to know what Demetrius just did, right? Because what do I know what God is saying? And so let me be the devil's advocate, right? I'm not the devil's friend. She is a pastor. Her and her husband pastor a church. It could have been, it's Mother's Day. It's a big holiday. This and that. I know someone's going to say this not matter because you should have planned. It's a big holiday, and maybe they were trying to do that and this, and it just didn't work out the way you think. And people think she's been around for a long time. She should be a vet artist. And sometimes you try to make two things work at the same time and it doesn't work. So, just me personally, I wasn't there. I think it's more about how you handle the moment. Maybe more so than you being late. You can't control it. You're already late. How do you handle the moment? Go ahead.
So let me ask this question now, and you all are going to have to help me out because I'm not sure on what city she came from.
She's North Carolina or somewhere.
And what city was she going to?
Virginia.
So, silly question for me. Just indulge me in my silly. Was there not a flight that she couldn't have caught from one place to the other that would have cut down that 5-hour travel time? I'm just thinking because I know she passed the church. I get it, and we can't control what could have happened in that service. The Econo Shake could have came in. I don't know, but still, in case in point, we still have to understand that this was a contractual situation. I'm sure, because I'm sure she got a deposit. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So we even with all these type of things, we got to be able to handle business as business. Let me just throw what Cuteness Owens puts up here. She said, but wouldn't the right thing to have been done was to leave so you can be there in time, especially if you know it was a 5-hour drive. I'm just asking the question. I get it. Tanya Fitzgerald further chimes in and says, if this was secular, the contract would not have permitted taking any other shows engagements within a specified radius within a set number. I get it. And now we got Linda McCreary. Hey, Linda, chiming in saying, sorry, y'all, but I came in on the 5-hour drive away part. We wouldn't have been there the night before. That's what some other people was asking me. I was talking to some friends offline saying that shouldn't she have just been there the night before to avoid this? But Linda, to her understanding, she's a pastor. She pastors the church. So I'm sure she wanted to be in her church on Mother's Day, be able to minister to her people.
The church is in South Carolina. Let me first say, I'm sorry, Mr. Pastor. So without interrupting, to be clear, none of us know where she was right before, right? We don't have that information.
Yeah, we're speculating.
The church is in South Carolina, and the concert was in. I almost want to say this, West Point, Virginia. I do know the concert was in Virginia. Okay. So I agree. I just think it's Mother's Day. People try again to do these things all the time. I've been doing it all my life. You go, you do church in the morning, you hop on a flight, you get in the car, you drive. I don't know. For me, it was just the response. And I just think, again, in those moments where I'm being repetitive, you just wait to respond.
And to piggyback on that before I have to go, the way I look at even a worship service for me being the worship leader is I get there like it's my job. So I don't get there 5 minutes to or 5 minutes after. I actually go to church 45 to 30 minutes early so that I can walk around the building, so I can feel the building, so that I can present myself in a manner of expectation, because I'm also walking in expectation, although I know people are coming to see my praise offering. So I just think sometimes we can get to a place or get on a flight above where we're supposed to be. And this is no cut, because I love her, I love Anita, I love them all. But sometimes you need a checkmate to sit you down and say, hey, the gift you got was given to you.
Yes, sir.
You do not own it. So when you open your mouth, you don't know what's going to happen. So why not be early so you can make sure that the anointing is sitting right? Because people are paying to come see something that you have and you offer to him. So my thing is, at the end of the day, I don't care if it's a concert, a worship service. I don't care if you feeding the needy. If you want it to be excellent, you need to get there early. Don't show up late or at the time that has been displayed. Get there early enough to where you know you can make change and make it, press. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I hear you, man.
No, I definitely agree.
So here's what I found out. So West Point, Virginia, there's 2 airports: Richmond International Airport.
I think I'll take that back. I think it was Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, so Richmond, Virginia has its own airport, and then the next closest one is Newport News. So if it was in Richmond, then she could have caught a flight directly into Richmond, Virginia, if that was the actual city. Now, you mentioned West Point, but so let's just use West Point as our example. 34 miles from Richmond, Virginia, 41 miles away from Newport News. Even if you took that hour and a half flight, you would only have to drive about 30 minutes, 35 at the most, to get from the airport to the city that particular thing was at. So that, my thing is, we have to better plan. I mean, now I consider, I don't know Tasha personally. I do know her husband. Personally, but I don't know Tasha personally. But I consider her to be an A-list artist at this point in her ministry.
Yes.
I consider her an A-list artist. As an A-list artist, my level of expectation is way above someone that's a B-list or a C-list artist at this point of time. So if you are an A-list artist, no matter what you had going on before, you have to make these places where you're going. You have to be able to be in the places where you say you're going to be. It's paramount. It's necessary Because, and then, I mean, and I agree with you in terms of she should not have made the video out of anger or frustration or whatever that emotion was at that point. But she was doing that to prove a point that one, she was there, and that two, that she made the effort, and that three, the promoter, whoever this promoter was still telling her to come, even though he knew how far away she was, because apparently she was in constant contact with him. So again, I know that there's two sides to every story, but yeah. And Reg Murray says, yeah, she charges A-list prices too. Yeah, I'm sure she does, Reg. I don't know what those A-list prices are, but I'm pretty sure that it was not cheap to get her. So let me just put up another comment from Cuteness On. She says, I just think she should have committed to one thing and one thing only, either a complete Mother's Day with her church and fam, or to the concert where money was spent to see her and to have her there. I like that. Linda further chimes in and says, why did she blame the promoters? I've never heard this negative from A-List for Al Wash Promotions. Forgive me, Linda. I didn't mention to the promoter because I don't know the promoter, and she didn't mention it in the video either. But I just wanted to make mentions of that. And Celeste chimes in and says, and the preparations for travel should have been done as soon as the assignment was accepted. I agree with you on that as well. That preparation.
One more thought to you.
Absolutely.
Stay out of the comments. So this is just my personal opinion. You'll never win against the internet. The internet will defeat you every time. So the best thing to do, again, I'm not saying don't make a video at all or don't come live at all. Maybe at that point you're trying to protect yourself. But I think when you've gathered yourself, you've calmed down, your head is clear, you release an official statement. Or you come down, you're sitting down with someone like her and her husband or someone from your team, and you just release official video, and then you're done. You turn the comments off and you're done. I'm not saying you shouldn't defend yourself, but I'm telling you, the internet kids come from a whole different thing. And so you'll constantly be trying to win the battle of this is what happened and this is what happened. Even if you're all right, we don't know. Maybe everything she's saying is true. Mm-hmm. And may, I could think Demetrius is great and someone else can think he's bad. Happens every day. So, me personally, Yolanda, I'm not here to say she did or didn't do anything. I'm just saying, pull back, calm down, release an official statement, and be done.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. And I think it as you mentioned from the outset, it shouldn't have been done in that moment.
Mm-mm.
Because when you're in that moment, as you mentioned, you're going to say something wrong. You're going to say something that you can't take back, and you have to be able to think. Use your cognitive thinking, and in order to do that, you can't do that out of emotion. You have to act again, as you mentioned, do your due diligence and think things through. Maybe even write it down before you say it, but your statement. Because you know how it is when you're mad, when you're trying to text somebody. I know I've done this a million times. I start typing or get ready to make a message. I send it because I'm mad and I just want to get this out and get them corrected and get them straight. I'll type the message and then something the Holy Ghost will come through and have me erase the whole message and start all over again, or even have to repent before I even have to, send a message out, because you just never know. One, you never know how your words are going to affect the situation. I personally don't think that initial video helped the situation. I don't think it really helped her witness in the situation. The mere fact that it was 8:28 when she started the video, and she went in on a rant. Hey, I'm just here to show y'all that I made it, and all this different stuff. So I see you, Tanya Fitzgerald. She said, so evidently it was a Mother's Day program in Hampton, Virginia, earlier that day. So are you saying that she was in Hampton first and then came to another event? No, that can't be what it is. She had to went to church first, her church, and then came to this other. You're not saying, Tanya, that she did another event first in the same. No, that's not what she's saying. I'm gonna just hush my mouth.
Hey, and let me just say this, because someone can say, well, maybe she should have went live. Again, let me say what I would have done. I would have went live in the car. Hey, y'all. Hey,
That
what's
part.
up, Hampton? I'm on my way. I didn't forget about y'all. We Happy Mother's Day.
That
I'm
part.
on my way right now.
I like that.
We was trying to do both things today. Shall we mess this up?
I like that.
And I'm on my way right now. But again, no shade, you know, man. But at that point, it feels like, oh,
Wow.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, and I see you, Linda. I wanted to put that on the screen. Linda McCurry says chatter was that she was double booked. And Linda, and to our entire listening audience, if that is really the case, I know that's
I
chatter.
have a problem, right?
If that really is the case, then shame on her. Then shame on her, because we have to work in integrity, you guys. Now, granted, I am not an A-list artist. People are not beating down my door to come sing, every
Yes.
week in
Yes.
2 different cities.
Yes.
But I will tell you this: I work in integrity. I work right now the way I want to be treated for the rest of my career. And if there's no way you can double book yourself. And are you doing that for the money? Are you doing that for the exposure? What is the purpose of double booking, if that is indeed the case? So, you know what I'm saying? Let me calm myself down, because I feel myself leaving the eco. I'm going ready to go down to East Oakland. So
you can do the double booking if you work the time out right. I won't say you can't double book, me personally. But if she was in the same state, maybe she thought she could work. Maybe, again, Miss Tasha Kyles, but I don't know. I wasn't saying with the carpet, but I'm saying maybe she thought it could work, because I always want to see the other side, right? I'm glass half full kind of girl. Maybe she thought it could work because it was in the same state. Maybe the issue came in with the drive.
But the drive, Yo-Yo, didn't even qualify her to do a sound check. So that was an epic fail, period.
Okay, so Tanya Fitzgerald comes in. This is what makes me laugh. My Instagram investigation says that she was at a Mother's Day program in Hampton, Virginia earlier that day. And it was also my understanding that the traffic was not anticipated. So now I know Virginia is not that big. I'm just from my geography memory, Virginia is not that big of a state where it's going to take 5 hours to get from one part of the state to the other. So the traffic somewhere came into play based on what Tanya is saying. That is interesting. And Celeste,
This gets more and more complicated.
Yeah. So the more complicated this gets, the more unnecessary that initial video was from the location.
My God.
Yeah, the more we uncover, the more her wisdom didn't kick in, her emotion kicked in. And so, yeah, I agree with you, Mary. She said she should have gotten a flight from the beginning to be safe. I'm with you. So, I'm gonna just woosah.
Yeah, it just gets more and more sticky. That's why I never talk about this kind of stuff, because it gets more and more sticky. No more. But okay, so what's the lesson? You are the GOAT here. That GOAT does not mean GOAT means season, and GOAT means dope, and all those things. You are the GOAT here. What's the lesson?
The lesson, there's several lessons. There's several lessons that we got this. One, no need to double book.
Okay.
No need. And I hear she's trying to promote a book. I get that. No need to double book. You can only be at one place at one time, serving one amount of people. Number one. Secondly, if you were going to go to social media in this instance, use it wisely. As Yolanda was saying, she should have gave people updates on where she were, and not to leave, or that she would be there, or whatever. So whatever was going on, she could have gave people updates that way, because people stay on social media, even at concerts, even in church. People stay on social media. So it would have been a great time to use that to your benefit. And that would have been beneficial to say, hey, I am in Virginia, I'm on my way, I'm close or whatever, and use that to your benefit. So that's the second lesson. The third lesson goes back to what Yolanda said 30 minutes ago, that you can't go to social media with emotion. You can't go when you're frustrated. You can't go when you're upset, because you're going to say something, you're going to do something that can't be deleted, because as Yolanda already has done on her research, somebody still recorded it and kept a version of what it was. And the last lesson I want to give, you're an A-list artist. Act like it. All of us are trying to get to the stages and the venues and the places that you're going. You are our example. Be one. You're our example. Be one. So I'm gonna just take that. That's where I'm gonna leave it, because anything else beyond that, I'm gonna start getting into emotion. So I'm gonna just leave it right there. I'm looking at the clock, yo. I didn't even pay attention. I got so thrown off. Looking at the clock, it's time for us to get ready to go. We're not out of conversation, as you can tell, but we're just simply out of time. We thank you for tuning in with us today, and we look forward to doing this again next week at this same Shop Talk time on the same Shop Talk network. So on behalf of Yolanda Wild Praise Durant, the wise one out in Charlotte, North Carolina, Jacory Protho in Hercules and the Bay Area of California, my name's Demetrius Tofree. Till the next time, you know how we do it. You can really just help me say it, which is, ow, eat one of those shit.